Hi everyone, compliments of the day, it's Gadu once again. One of the worst situations any professional can find himself or herself is having to deal with a difficult boss in a toxic work environment. And this is so because nothing you do is ever correct, no amount of effort you put is ever enough, you get tongue-lashed at every opportunity, and the worst part is that nobody sees anything wrong with what is happening to you. And this is so because the culture supports it. And research has also shown that over 65% of employees quit their jobs because of bad and difficult managers. So take it serious when someone tells you he's having to deal with a difficult boss or bad manager, because this situation can mess with the employees' mental health and lead to depression and sometimes even lead to suicide. I'm telling you this because I have been there. I've had this experience firsthand. Once upon a time, I made a job switch and I had to deal with a difficult manager. This manager was a micromanager. This manager lacked empathy. This manager is a gossip and listens to gossip. This manager talks down on people. This manager plays the blame game. This manager does not take feedback. This manager manipulates others. This manager is insecure and this manager overworks people. I only knew my resumption time that time, which was 7 a.m. and I never knew what time I was supposed to close, because sometimes we work till 11 p.m. and 12 p.m. as the case may be. I began to lose my hair. I became bald. I became mentally unstable. I began to lose it all. At that point, I decided, okay, what do I need to do? How do I manage this difficult boss? Today, I'm going to be sharing some few tips on how to manage a difficult boss. Tip number 1, understand their priorities. And in understanding their priorities, what you are doing is trying to understand what their core values are, what they care about, what they love, what they are afraid of, and how they measure success and how they measure failure. This is very vital. Number 2, you must understand their expectations, because when expectations are unclear, it becomes difficult to meet those expectations. So you must understand what your job description is clearly, you must understand your deliverables, and you must understand the measure of success. Tip number 3, you must document everything. You must document your achievements, and in documenting your achievements, you are documenting them with its impact on the business. You must document your failures and losses, and with justifications, if you have any, an area of development, very key. You must ensure that you have empirical data to respond in case this boss comes with real or fake complaints to discredit your work. This is vital. Tip number 4, you must track and measure your performance. You must have specific key performance indicators, and you must measure your performance against these indicators, because it is very easy to lose track of your achievements if you are not tracking them, as the case may be. Tip number 5, you must keep your relationship with them very professional, because these people will always want to pick something you say and use it against you. So you must be careful what you say to them. You must be careful what you say to your colleagues. Do not gossip about them or any other person with others, because your colleagues will always find a way of bringing this information back to them. Let your conversations with them be strictly work related. After you've done all I've mentioned before now and you're not getting progress or you're not making headway, the next thing to do, which is tip number 6, is to confront your boss. But before you confront your boss, make sure you have a plan B, because the meeting can go in both ways. It can favor you and may not favor you, so you make sure you have a plan B, right? So in confronting your boss, you call for an official meeting with HR and your boss. And before you go for that meeting, make sure you load yourself up with data, with evidences. Call out on healthy work practices, be polite, be composed and resolute, and ensure the conversation is very professional. Okay, so for the sake of your mental health, for the sake of your sanity, after you've done all the tips I've mentioned and you're not making progress or headway, the advice I will give you at this point is to quit. And this is because your mental health and your sanity is greater and bigger than any job you can ever think of. So please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more career tips. Cheers.